case you guys want to see what a propane forge home built looks like. She ain't pretty, but I used her already, and I was kind of impressed. I blacksmithed for the first time for I don't know, I'd say a couple hours yesterday, and it didn't seem to have a problem getting my pieces hot. I think I might have even done my first forge weld goofing around yesterday. Oh, let's see here how we can get this in the light. I folded this old railroad spike goof around on itself, and you know, I think I might have got it to forge weld. I mean, it's hard to tell. You look at that little piece there where I kind of peeled up a little delamination on the end, but I don't know. I'm going to pound on a little more today if it'll stop raining, and we'll find out. That's the first ever just goof around blacksmithing with the forge. Okay, that's how I was going to do it. This thing to, without breaking. Ooh, oh, I don't know how you do this. I'm new at this. That's a big fold over right there. I'm new at this, and it shows while I work. All right, I gotta get it closer now. All right, I gotta refigure my grip here. Hopefully I don't whip it on the floor and start burning things. Oh, not really. Alright, maybe that'll do. Try to get it in there a little closer. Alright, well, we're I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Can we forge weld that? That'll be the second fold. I don't know, just a crazy railroad spike. Will this work? I don't know. I'm new. This is my first piece. I don't know if it's welding, but I'm doing the best I can. I think I'm messing it right back up when I hit it too hard. I don't know. Man, I'm making a mess. This might be the last time I do it in here. Probably gonna melt this indoor-outdoor carpet with little bits of stuff. Oh, something's going on in there. Something's going on. Here, I just got to take away from the anvil for a second to show you what's really going on this end. So I'm fluxing right there after I brush it off good. Just some regular borax, it's not even the anhydrated stuff. And then it's going in here. And that is one hot tamale forge right now. I've got it in a reducing environment, so I don't have too much oxygen. But still, I think that torch has got enough sauce. I think we are getting to welding temperatures. Whether I can do it or not, I don't know, we'll see. Like I said, it's my first try. So, that's enough of that. Back to the anvil. A little worried that this thing is going to go concave on one side and convex on the other. I don't dare pound it on the side though. I'm afraid I'm going to pop any welding I've done. Yep, sure did. See, that's why. Oh, man. See. Yeah, this is hard. This is not easy. Anyone who tells you this is easy is a liar. Liar! It's not easy. Now look, all kinds of gaps in there now. I thought I had it. Now look at that. Look at that. Just one pop on the side. Anything that might have been fused popped loose. To anyone that cares, I think it is distinctly possible that I just used too thin of an edge to come onto a thin edge. I think had I had the metal more like this, a flatter, more surface area to pop, I think it would have probably welded better. But instead I was like this. and I think that's causing weird torque when I hit, because I'm not hitting perfectly square. Alright, I'm hitting sometimes at angles because I'm new to this. I think that's what's stopping it from fusing really well. I don't know. Let's keep rolling. So I think we're going to have to call this particular fold over a forge weld fail, because it's just too thin, man. Every time I try to pop it sideways to square it up, it just pops whatever little bit of welding I've had right down. I got to give up on that. I can't keep at that. I don't think it's going to work. I think we're too thin in the profile that way, and I think it's making too much torque happen on it when I'm trying to pop it together, and I think it's working against itself. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to clean that side piece back up, and I'm going to see how the original forge weld I did yesterday, or I attempted to do yesterday, worked. I had a much wider piece when I did that. It was much more square. And I believe that did actually take. So I'm quite curious to get into that, straighten it up, get it on some sort of sand grinder or something, and we'll see what happens. Okay, I've had just about enough of this today, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to test this guy out. I wanted to see if yesterday's session, while I had more steel, actually forge welded, and hopefully it did. So for right now, I don't know, I'm trying to make a little bit of a handle on the end of this guy. Something to hold on. Oh, see, look at it splitting it. So did it forge weld? Man, I don't know. I don't know, definitely not at that end. Question is, up here by the fold, did it? I do not know. Grinder will maybe tell us. Whole lot of hitting this way probably ain't good for it. One side looks forge welded, the other side not so much. I think I'm just going to let this guy cool off, probably in some vermiculite, maybe anneal it so it's not too hard. Nah, forget it. Well, yeah, softer will be easier to grind, and then I'll get back to you. Grind it up a little more. I don't know if we'll need to etch it to see or what, and then I got to figure out how to do that, but I don't know. I mean, as you can see if you look at it, this is the same piece I had before. See, it's delaminated here on the end where the very tip of the fold over happened. You know, I mean, it's clearly separated right there, but you get back into here, I mean, it's looking pretty good. I don't know what I'm doing. It's first try, so pretty sure that's welded. We'll see. Well, let's take a look at this blade and see, if you want to call it a blade, chunk of steel. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but there's a little spot of delamination right there and a little bit out here on the end. Also, if you look closely, you can see right through here there's a little bit also. See that? But this whole section through here looks welded. This looks welded here and here. I guess the answer is yes. You can forge weld with a single burner propane forge. I actually learned a lot watching Chandler Dickinson's videos. He's got some really good videos, lots of stuff he's tried. Seems like a nice guy. And he's the reason why I wanted to try this, really, because he's done some other things I'd kind of like to do myself with old chains and whatnot. So yeah, 320 grits, you could see it. You could definitely see a couple of bad spots, but yeah, there's some welded spots too. It can be done. I'm going to add a second torch just because I think things will get hot faster. Hopefully it doesn't get too hot for the size of this particular forge. But nobody else had an answer to this question when I was looking YouTube and other places. Can you forge weld with a single burner propane forge? So anyways, thanks guys for watching, and hopefully this will be useful to somebody starting out maybe in a similar hobby.